just come in here like, get in the car, we're going to a tea party, yeah! Woo! It's like, yeah, tea party! Maybe people here who've never heard the show before don't know exactly what it is that we stand for as Slater Raiders. So I'm not gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask you, do we stand for freedom?
Yes!
Liberty?
Yes!
Free markets?
Yes!
Free people?
Yes!
State sovereignty?
Yes!
Individual rights?
Yes!
Individual responsibility?
Yes!
Accountability in our elected officials?
Yes!
A return to local government?
Yes!
A return to the Constitution?
Yes!
That's what we stand for. We've let too much of that slip away. Now, who do we blame? Who do we blame for letting those things slip away? A lot of people believe there's a systematic chipping away at these principles. So we blame the people who are chipping away at these principles, but I don't blame them. Because for all of human history, there's been people who try to impose their will on others. I don't blame them, I blame us for being afraid to stand up for them. We can no longer be afraid. We have to move forward, stand for these principles unapologetically all the time because we live them. We believe them in our heart, in our soul. These are the principles and values that made our country the greatest country in the world, and we know it. Move forward unafraid, as Thomas Jefferson wrote to Benjamin Rush. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against all forms of tyranny over the mind of man. We can no longer let these values slip away from us. Now, there might be a lot of moderates here, people who describe themselves as moderates. That's fine, to be a moderate on policy. Not okay to be a moderate on principle. You just told me the principles that you stand for. If you're a moderate on those principles, then you believe in a moderate amount of freedom and a moderate amount of tyranny. A moderate amount of justice and a moderate amount of injustice. A moderate amount of individual rights and a moderate amount of infringement on those God-given rights. I want to admit something to you right now. Rachel, can you please hand me that chair? In front of God and everyone, the thousands of people here, I would just want to admit something real quick. Thank you, Rachel. You're the best. This is hard for me to do, and I've been living my life without having admitted this yet. Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm an extremist.
Me too.
I believe in an extreme amount of freedom and an extreme amount of individual responsibility and an extreme amount of property rights and an extreme amount of virtue.
Right.
And I believe extremely in the right to pursue happiness. Hi. So I've just admitted I feel a lot better. Rachel, here's your chair. You can take a seat now. You are the best. Thank you, ma'am. Took a load off. Is there anything you'd like to admit? You can start with your name. Hi. Hi. State your name.
Right.
And I'm in a
Extremist.
You just go ahead one more time. Hi.
Right-wing extremists.
It's good. I love this because the media's all around here. They're like, oh my gosh, extremists gather in Liberty Garden. Go to the presses. Thousands of extremists congregate on the park. What are we going to do? Call Homeland Security. Thousands of extremists. Don't let them get away with that. Extremist is a smear tactic. You can't tell me that it's equal to be extreme in virtue and extreme in vice. We're extremist. I'm proud of it.
Right.
That's going to be a long road to get back to a truly free country. How do we do it? We have to find and support representatives with virtue and character. Now, I know right now you're like, that's impossible. There's no such thing. Otherwise, they'd be like our military veterans. That's where the people with virtue and character go.